What's up guys, Meredith with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we are checking out the Rough Country Hard Low Profile Trifold tonneau cover fitting all 2021 and newer F-150s with a 5.5 foot bed. Now if you are regularly hauling things in your bed or like to store your stuff in there instead of in your cab area and want some additional security that's not going to completely break the bank, then this is going to be a great addition to your truck. Not only will it offer you the peace of mind if you need a more durable cover for tools, equipment, or gear, but it's also going to be a very sleek option to do it with if you want a good looking bed cover to complete the appearance of your F-150. Now when the bed is open, bad weather and other things can easily get into it when you're not expecting it. Curious eyes can wander into the bed when they're walking by, and it can even create some drag since air can get trapped and it can bog down your MPG. Now this will be a great solution for all of those issues, protecting your items with a hard shell and a very tight seal, and making sure that your truck is a bit more aerodynamic, which can be helpful when you are hauling or even you've just got a bigger set of tires on your truck. Now while this is a more heavy duty setup, it's very easy to use with a convenient pull strap on the back that you can pull to release the cover, folding it back into itself, and it's going to have the addition of foam blocks to protect it from any damage, and you can even strap it to itself, as you can see here, to make sure that it's secure if you do want to drive with this open. It's also going to lock with the tailgate when it's closed, which is going to add an additional layer of security, which is a nice bonus if you want to make sure that everything in your bed is safe. This is made of a 60/61 aluminum all around from the cover to the rails, which is going to be very durable and hold up well to the elements, while also remaining fairly easy to open, even with being a metal construction, since the aluminum is a little bit lighter in weight compared to other materials. Now on top of all of the exposed metal components, they are going to have a nice black powder coat finish, and the panels will have a black powder coat as well and have more of a wrinkled texture, which is going to add a little bit of style to the cover while simultaneously protecting it from rust or corrosion over time. Now it will be completely weatherproof. This is going to have high quality rubber seals and little foam strips on the side to make sure that this is going to keep weather out, especially when it's unexpected. And it will also come with drain tubes to prevent any puddling on top of the cover and make sure that it is expelled from the bed if it does get in. Now this will also, again, come with those foam blocks, which is going to additionally protect the cover from damaging itself. These straps will be made of a heavy-duty nylon material, and they will also be adjustable, so you can make sure that this stays in place and is not rattling around when you are driving with it open. Now all of the hardware and everything that you need for the install will also be included in the kit, so you won't have to question when it comes time to put this on your F-150. This is about $700, which is right in the middle of the price range when it comes to tonneau covers in the category. Now the low profile appearance and the hard cover function really ups the appeal for this bed cover, but what I like is that this is going to save you a few dollars compared to the pricier choices while still getting all the functional and stylish benefits that you would want out of a low profile tonneau cover. Now for the price, I definitely think you're getting what you pay for considering the details like the HD rear pull strap here. This is going to have those foam panels for some additional protection as to where some may not come with them, and a super flush appearance compared to other bulkier choices if you want that low profile look, just more on a budget. Now install will be completely clamp on. You're not gonna have to do any modification or drilling in order to install this on your truck. So this is gonna get an easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and it should only take you about an hour or so to get the job done. Now at this point we can head over to our shop. We're gonna show you a detailed step-by-step breakdown on how you can get this onto your F-150 at home. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and jump into the install.
For this install, you will need an impact or ratchet, a 3/8 1/2" adapter if necessary, 5mm Allen socket, and a 17mm socket. What's up guys, today we're going to be doing a tonneau cover on our F-150, so let's get started. Alright guys, so we've got our tailgate down so we can access our bed, and the first thing we need to do is get everything onto our rails to get them ready to get mounted. First thing we're going to do is add in our center lock. That's going to slide in on our rail. It has grooves at the top and bottom, so you want to line those up. Push that right on. Just slide that just somewhere in the middle, and you can hand tighten this Allen screw to kind of keep it in place. Once we have that on, we're going to grab our forward mounting point for our actual cover. Now we're also going to need to loosen up this Allen screw. So you want to grab your 5mm Allen socket or an Allen wrench. Just going to loosen that up a bit. As long as it's flush with the mounting surface, it'll be able to slide. So same way with the lock. Bring that to our rail. Just slide that in a little bit. Tighten that down into place. That's just going to slot into place in this open end. Make sure you get that nice and flush. Now once you have this one assembled, you can do the same thing for the other side and we'll be ready to go onto the truck. So now we're ready to go onto our bed with our rails. So we're going to set these in position. And you want that drain tube end to be flush with the front of your bed. We're going to hold that. We're going to grab 2 of our provided clamps. You want one to go towards the back of your bed and one to go towards the front. They're going to line up with this slot into our rail and behind the edge of our bed like so. So we'll hold that in position. We'll get this tightened down with our 17mm socket on our impact. And we'll do the same thing for our other clamp. So we'll get this forward one on. Now once you have this one in position, you can do the same thing for your other rail. Now once you have your rails in place, the next step is going to be to determine whether or not they are flush with the front of your bed, which ours are, but we also have weather stripping on here from previous installs. If your rails are raised a little bit over top of this, you'll want to install your provided weather stripping. And if you were to do that, you would just peel back your adhesive cover, line that up with the front exposed base portion of your bed, cut it down to length with scissors or angle cutters, then go ahead and stick that on. Now the next thing you'll want to do is route your drain tubes. Now these F-150s have some convenient grommets up front. If you wanted to, you could cut a hole in this grommet and just send the drain tube through that and then seal it up. However, for demonstration purposes, we're not going to cut up our grommets. So we're just going to pop ours out, come out pretty easily. And you just want to route these in through here so they can go down and out of the bed and not collect condensation and damage your bed. So we'll do that for both sides. So now that we got everything else set up, we can set our cover in place. And grab it from the middle. Bring it over. Center it up on our rails and the front of our bed. Now that we have it set in place, we can reach to the back and unclip the safety straps. Those just simply push in and pop out like so. We can fold this over one section. Now that we have it folded over, we can look to our front section and we're going to have these access holes where our mounting bolts are going to go. So we're going to line up that flat platform mounting thing that we put on our rail first, and then send our bolt through the top and secure that from the bottom. And you'll do that for both sides. Now once you've got that bottom mounting point lined up, you can send our bolt through. Don't want to move your cover. And you can do the same thing for the other side. Now that we've got our bolt through, we can add in our flat washer and lock washer, along with our hand nut. Nice and snug. And we'll take our cotter pin, pop that through. Now once you have that first mounting bolt in, you can do the same thing for the other side. Then we can set our locks in place. Now as we've already installed, this cover has locks for the center section and the rear section. So we'll get those in place. Now the process is the same for the center and rear locks. So we'll lift up just a bit on our cover, slide our lock till it's centered on our locking mechanism. I'll make sure that comes down all the way. Once we have both, it'll lock in place. We're going to grab our 5mm Allen socket and tighten down our set screws. Now once you have this one in place, you can do the same thing for the other side, as well as the same exact process for your rear locking tabs. And you also don't want to forget to tighten down the set screws on your mounting points for your front mounting bolts. It's the same exact process as these locks.
So that is going to wrap it up for my review and the install of the Rough Country Hard Low Profile Tri-Pole tonneau cover, fitting all 2021 and newer F-150s with a 5.5 foot bed. And you can find this right here at AmericanTrucks.com.